The interesting thing about the team that I've got is the fact that I don't play with entry hazards means that I can open up with basically anybody I want. I don't have to open up with Klefki every time. So with that in mind, hello everybody, I'm DKG's Avos. We're here for some more Wi-Fi battles. Nice. So, Skarmory is the first one out, which is exactly what I was kind of predicting there. I'm going straight away for T-Bolt. Neutral against Steel. Also, Fire Blast has a chance to miss. So I kind of figured that we'd be okay. Now, he's going for Whirlwind, but switches us straight into something that has Priority Move. So we should be good. We should be okay. Skarmory's not going to be able to do that much. I was a little bit worried about Skarmory. That's why I decided not to go with Klefki out first. Klefki doesn't do anything to Skarmory to make it really want to switch out. Because I don't have a Rapid Spinner, I needed to get rid of Skarmory as soon as possible without taking too much setup from it. So that's why I did what I did. But it looks like the Togekiss coming out here. It's going to outspeed Maryland every time, so I really don't want to stick it out with that. So what we're going to go with here is now we're going to go straight into what I would consider a kind of normal game for us, or at least with this particular team. I'm not going to let anything kind of get in the way. Klefki doesn't take as much from Paralysis just because, well, he's not crazy fast, and he does so much with Priority already that Paralysis, the only real issue that you're going to have with Paralysis is the fact that, well, every once in a while you're paralyzed. Unfortunate then that my air balloon is popped, but Klefki does still have a decent amount of bulk, so we should be okay. I was unfortunately paralyzed, but you know what? We need to set up on this Togekiss. We need to set up Swagger or Paralysis or something. We need to get something going. I don't want to take constant barrages from this para-flinching Togekiss, so I have to do something. Looks like he's going to withdraw, go into something else. Tyrantrum, I believe, is just Rock. So we're going to get the T-Wave off, which is going to be helpful for us. And then we're also going to be able to set up some Swagger on Tyrantrum. Shiny Tyrantrum. I want to say it. Shiny Tyrantrum is a little weird. This is not a Shiny Tyrantrum, but it came to mind because we were looking at Tyrantrum. Now, I am taking a little bit of a risk because I'm fairly certain that he's got Earthquake. I'm fairly certain that that's the move that's coming up. That's why he decided to go for it. But we got Parafusion going, so it's not always that it's going to hit, but you know what? It did. Unfortunately, it did this time. Unfortunate for us that it did indeed hit. Switching into Trevenant would have been a safer decision, but I really thought that with Parafusion we'd have a chance to not take any damage there. We've had some pretty good luck, so I thought we'd just play a little bit with luck. See what we're going to do. So now I'm just going to go for Horn Leech. Do a little bit of damage. It looks like he's got Rocky Helmet on him, which doesn't really surprise me. But based on the fact that we are indeed a physical wall, I don't think there's a whole lot that he's going to be able to do. We should be able to regain all that Rocky Helmet damage back every turn. With Horn Leech, yes, we're going to take damage every time, but it shouldn't be really that much. Oh, no! Not snapping out of confusion. Oh god, he's +2, he's strong. Making a few mistakes here and there with the new team. Haven't quite got the synergy down. Trevenant, I haven't put the feelers out on exactly what he can and can't resist. That was bad. That was dumb. I'm a little disappointed there. So Tyrantrum should be basically defensive Wally and not so much else. I was kind of predicting a switch because I do have Ice Beam on here. But you know what? I figure no matter what, Sludge Bomb is going to be able to... I figured Sludge Bomb was going to be able to kill it even if it wasn't very effective. And it should do some neutral damage against a lot of different things that would come out otherwise. Alright, so what are the things that Greninja is going to come out with us? Ice Beam is probably... Oh, Dark Pulse. Interesting. I was not expecting Dark Pulse, but it does have a chance to flinch. Indeed it does. So with that, seeing the Dark Pulse did get the flinch, did do that much damage. I was kind of expecting to see, like, Ice Beam on Greninja. Just because it would have the chance to freeze, it would have a decent chunk of damage. So, go into Azumarill, take that Dark Pulse, no problem. And now we're going to get the Ice Beam, which is going to be interesting, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. But it does mean that Play Rough isn't going to do as much damage, but it doesn't really matter because Greninja's made of glass. I'm trying to think, is there anything that Greninja really could have done to Azumarill at that point? And I don't think there's a whole lot. Switching out Greninja to keep it alive for later I think would have been a better choice, but it is what it is. Now I'll say it again, Azumarill doesn't really get hurt that much by having paralysis. It's slowed down, but big deal. It's already pretty slow. 75 base speed, slowing it down doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. But it looks like going for Air Slash, ooh, that did far more damage than I really wanted it to. In the battle of the Titans here, Togekiss and Azumarill. Azumarill's not winning that one. Azumarill 100% not winning that one. So we're going to have to switch out into Diggersby, see what we can do. Hopefully he's a little bit better on the bulk. I switched into Diggersby just because the amount of time that I was taking does signify that, hey, by the way, I'm switching out. It also says, just based on the fact that Azumarill was taking that much damage, I really don't want to lose Azumarill at this point in the game. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to be able to break through flinch, but it's not happening. I'm really not getting good luck this game. Not at all. Not at all. No luck for me. Seeing how much that Dark Pulse did, I feel like Air Slash is probably going to do too much to Nino King 2. This would be a really good point to have Thunderbolt on Gengar, but we don't have it. T-Bolt would be awesome on Gengar. See, I'm fighting my way out of a corner now. I'm a little... I was expecting the T-Wave, and it sucks, but I don't have a whole lot of outs here. This game's pretty much over. I made a few errors with that, especially with that Trevenant, expecting him to be able to survive a shot from that Tyrantrum, and it didn't. Nope. Paralyzed Gengar is a worthless Gengar. And he's done. Done, done, done. Unfortunate. But I really don't think there's a whole lot that Gengar would have been able to do here. Hoping beyond all hope for Shadow Ball to do something, but I knew better. But we've got a Azumarill, and we do still have Nidoking, but with Azumarill at such low health, we can't switch him in. We have to just burn out Gengar. And I know it's as disappointing to me as it is to you. I'm thinking that Choice Specs might be a better option for Gengar, given that we don't have the Life Orb with us anymore. We've got it on Nidoking because of sheer force. I don't think I've got a Choice Specs right now. I do not have Sludge Bomb on Gengar, because I've got Psychic. I put Psychic in that slot. It's an interesting choice, but it does come in handy every once in a while. I'm thinking in the current meta with so many fairies running on teams, having Sludge Bomb on Gengar might end up being a better option, but we'll see how it goes. I've been debating it for a little while. I like having Focus Blast on him. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might go with Specs. Specs Gengar will help out. Man, those Parahacks. Luck is not on our side. Lady Luck hates us. Not happening. But I'm a contender. I don't just roll over. I don't quit. Anyway, if anybody does want to battle me, feel free to send me a private message on Twitch. Man. Now, if Nidoking takes this Air Slash, no problem. I'm going to be a little disappointed in myself. God, that does so much damage. So much damage. I didn't realize Nidoking did that much damage. Drought comes out. Now, if I'd gone for T-Bolt there, I think Charizard would have been taken out. But I went for Sludge Bomb instead. I think that was pretty good, though. I think that shows that the power of Nidoking is really more than I give it credit for. Nidoking far stronger than I think he is. I probably should have switched him in earlier. But again, it's new. Some of these Pokemon are new. There are a few bumps. We've just started playing with our Trevenant and this Nidoking. Losses are